Are you gonna stay here with me?
It's gonna be okay.
But are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna be right here for you.
I don't think I should talk to a lawyer.
Just so you know, you can trust Diane.
Just so you know, I don't remember what happened tonight. I don't even remember what happened before.
What did happen before?
I'm not tell anyone.
Who? You and Dante?
No. No, just me.
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
Brenda, don't do that to me, okay? Because I want to help you. I just need to know what's going on. You said something happened before. Was it another shooting? What was it? Was it with you? Was it with the Balkan?
I was telling you the truth when I told you that I'd never met Balkan, but there is another guy.
Okay. I need to know exactly what happened, what the police are privy to, and what specifically you have told them. Now, I'm going to assume that you have been Mirandized and that you are informed of your rights.
I can't.
Ms. Barrett, you need legal representation. You do know that, don't you?
But I don't want to answer any questions, and I don't care what happens to me.
I'm only trying to ascertain what our starting point is.
Jason, this isn't a good idea.
Look, I'm your advocate. I am here for one reason only, and that is to protect you.
Please.
Okay, Diane, you just gotta do what you have to do to get her released so I can take her home.
Can you boot up the computer and hack into the PCPD mainframe so we can see what's going on with Brenda?
I'm moved by your concern for the Divine One.
Actually, it's Jason that I'm worried about.
Well, he was very kind to escort her to the PCPD and keep her company through this unfortunate ordeal.
Yeah, Brenda's really lucky to have someone like Jason who'll do anything to protect her. I just didn't realize what a huge undertaking this was going to be.
Well, I mean, she's hardly to blame. Nefarious fiends have targeted her.
Yeah, but Brenda is clearly not the most stable person. It's really hard to help somebody like that. You can't save somebody who doesn't want to be saved.
Perhaps you could muster up a bit of sympathy?
I get it. Brenda's in genuine danger. I get it. I'm just saying that I think there's a little bit more to the story here.
Well, what leads you to that suspicion?
Well, when Jason, Lucky, and I went into the alley, Brenda was holding her gun and she was totally freaked out and she was trying to tell Dante something.
Why would a distressed Divine One confide in Mr. Sir's least trustworthy offspring?
I don't know. They barely even know each other, but she said something like, "You told me not to tell."
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Yeah, I know. I really wasn't following either. None of what Brenda said really made any sense, but Dante said no one would ever know, and you weren't supposed to tell something.
Brenda, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to tell Diane what happened. The more information she has, the sooner I can get you home.
Jason wouldn't let me come to the meeting when he was going to meet Balkan, so he said that his girlfriend Sam was going to go in my place, and I knew that that would never work, so I headed over to the warehouse myself, and
How did you know where the meeting was?
Spinelli told me, and before I could get inside the warehouse, that guy grabbed me.
Well, you're absolutely right about not wanting her to make a statement, because it sounds like she knows far too much about some sort of ambush.
Miss Barrett? Agent Bates with Interpol. You may remember we spoke in Rome.
I don't want to talk to you.
Well, I don't want to talk to you either, but I'm afraid we have no choice.
Actually, Miss Barrett has nothing to say at this time.
I'm sorry, you are?
I am Diane Miller, attorney at law, and I have been retained to represent Miss Barrett. And as you can see, my client is too severely
What is this?
traumatized.
Does Miss Barrett have something to hide?
Oh, absolutely not. On the contrary, she's simply protecting her rights as a citizen.
All right, that would explain your presence, Miss Miller, but I'm not sure why Mr. Morgan is here. You have no legal standing here. You're not her lawyer. You're not her husband. I'll have to ask you to leave.
No, I'm staying with her.
Miss Miller, will you please inform Mr. Morgan that unless he leaves immediately, I will have him arrested, and he will be placed in a facility as far from Miss Barrett as can be arranged.
Very well. Well, we can't have that, so, Jason, would you mind waiting in the squad room?
I don't want him to go.
Diane's here for you.
I don't want you to go.
Okay, I'm gonna be right outside.
Ms. Barrett is under no obligation to say anything, and any questions you have for her, you will direct to me.
I don't like that she's in there with Bates. I don't want her talking to him.
She's got this shooting mixed up with something that happened in the past. Do you have any idea what she was trying to tell you in the alley?
Stone Cold and the Divine One are still on the premises of the PCPD. Other than that, there's little information that can be gleaned. You must be exhausted after a most eventful evening.
Gosh, I did have a big rush of adrenaline earlier when Lucky took me into that warehouse to meet the Bulk, and I don't know. I guess I crashed somewhere. I can barely keep my eyes open.
Well, then retire to bed and slumber. I'll keep monitoring the PCPD for any developments.
Part of me wants to stay up. Smelly, it was really weird tonight. Brenda was totally freaked out, and it was like Jason's voice was the only thing that could calm her down and snap her out of it.
Look, if I unsettled you with any talk of the Divine One and Stone Cold revisiting a romance that never was, I am profoundly sorry.
Don't do that, please. This has nothing to do with you. What am I saying? Jason loves me. I know he loves me.
He does, deeply and sincerely.
I do feel bad for Brenda. I know she's got to be in a world of pain. She's got to be terrified. She's got a killer like the Balkan after her.
I am going to give you the
Yeah, I couldn't make any sense of what she was saying. She was hysterical. She was almost
but
incoherent.
Brenda kept saying something about what happened before. And I asked her about it.
And what would she say?
Well, she started to tell me, but she didn't finish.
My client is too traumatized to give any sort of a statement tonight.
As federal prosecutor, it's within the scope of my office to make a statement.
And I have already informed Agent Bates that Miss Barrett will not be making any statement. Assaults from a person or person known only to Interpol as the Balkan and has every right to be in fear for her
Who
life.
is that man? Why was he allowed in there with Miss Barrett?
I doubt anyone could have stopped him.
He's my father. He's here to see me. You gotta leave.
But we will resume questioning tomorrow.
Oh, thank you so much, Agent Bates. I look forward to continuing our conversation.
Hey, thanks for coming. I'm gonna take Brenda home now.
Yeah, yes, you're not going anywhere. We have a highly unstable situation on our hands. Sonny has been canoodling with Claire Walsh, who drop-kicked her entire career for him, and now he's publicly comforting Brenda Barrett. Now, Claire Walsh, that's a slap in the face to her. She's not the kind of person, she's too proud, she's too smart to take that lying down. And if Sonny doesn't do something immediately, he's gonna find himself in a world of hurt.
This is for Sonny to deal with, okay? I need to deal with Brenda. Taking you home.
Detective Falconeri's statement makes it clear that you saved his life. In legal terms, you acted in self-defense. Now, you're going to have to come in and give some sort of formal statement, but I can delay that appointment for weeks if necessary.
Thanks.
Let's go.
Miss Barrett, sooner or later, you will have to tell me why the Balkan has gone to so much trouble to target you.
Brenda Barrett has no personal knowledge of the Balkan, and to infer otherwise is unacceptable. If you continue to harass my client, I'll file a complaint. Ready?
Looks like we're alone, right?
Yeah, Sam and Smelly are probably sleeping.
I just wanted, I just want you to know I appreciate.
Are you trying to say thank you?
I'm just.
Oh, you're welcome.
I know you had a plan and I blew it.
Why don't you get some rest and we'll just figure everything out. Morning.
Gracious greeting. And brave.